Hello everybody and welcome to Pravus Gaming. Let's play another Hearts of Iron 4 series. We're going to be playing with the Infection mod today, a Hearts of Iron 4 scenario, which means it differs from some of the other modded series you've seen on this channel. This is not some big alternate history overhaul mod where everything looks different like Kaiserreich or Fallout. No, this is the basic vanilla game, but then we also throw in a zombie outbreak pre-World War II. And obviously, all hell literally breaks loose. Let's go ahead and start up. Now, you can play as any of the vanilla nations. I would say out of these, Germany is probably a pretty good choice for their production, the UK for their survivability, maybe Japan as well, or the Soviet Union. All of them might be pretty good. France, no, probably not. US, probably not. Italy, probably not. But yeah, there's a few different options, and if you can build up correctly, maybe, just maybe, you can survive against the zombie horde. Alternatively, you can play as the zombie horde, which sounds pretty fun. I will admit it's a little on the slower pace in the sense that there's really no nuance to what you do. There's no research at all, so no technology. You're just creating large waves of zombies and throwing bodies at the problem until eventually they break. That's basically it. That could be kind of fun, but instead I think I would rather play as Germany and try to survive this onslaught. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, we don't really know. Now I'm going to go for what I would be considered a pretty standard Germany focus. We're going to go for the Rhineland probably to start off. I do need to train up quite a few more troops if we want to get the Anschluss going. So let's go ahead and get some of those starting to train up for our production. We're going to need a lot more infantry and support equipment. Start with those, then we'll probably focus on getting mostly some towed artillery. I'm not really going to make use of the light tanks or the motorized, at least to start, because when the zombies come, what we're going to wish we had is a ton of soft attack. The zombies have basically unlimited organization, and I'm not even kidding. They cannot be shattered. So all you can really do is just kill them until their massive manpower pool is gone. And it looks bad right now at 8 million. Oh, it will get up to 20 or 30 pretty quickly as they take over Spain and the rest of the Middle East. So that's pretty much all we can do, and having some heavy tanks mixed into our infantry divisions will greatly increase our survivability, and then throwing in a lot of the soft attack of towed artillery is just going to make us that much stronger. Let's go ahead and pick up some basic research. We're going to go for the machine slots. That's not what I meant to do. Go ahead and pick up some construction tech. We'll need to get the electromechanical engineering, and I guess we could stick with mobile warfare. It's okay. Alternatively, I don't even think it would be a bad idea to swap over to Grand Battle Plan Doctrine for the entrenchment. Tons and tons of defense and entrenchment ensures that we're going to be able to survive a lot better against the zombies when they do actually attack. Let's see, organization breakthrough. I'm just double checking. Do I actually want to swap? It's a very weird thing to do, but it could actually work. Better organization for leg infantry and so on. I mean, maybe. I guess we could just stick with the mobile warfare. It's probably okay. No, it's not. It's not okay at all. What am I talking about? We actually probably want to go for superior firepower. It's either superior firepower or grand battle plan. And I'm going to swap over to the superior firepower for the extra soft attack just so we can shred through them a little bit faster. At least such is going to be the idea. Okay, let's see. I'm going to have all you guys join up with a new army. Let's have all of you guys join up in a new army. All of you as well. Probably should have you all under the same field marshal if possible. Let's see. I'm going to set you guys up over here. You guys go into a totally different army. We have to do a basic standard opening. What I want to do, obviously, is get as many early game factories as I am allowed. Because that's going to ramp up my production so I can actually have more tanks and so on. You may have noticed Liberia just joined the Allies for some reason. So did Spain. Well, that's because they are already at war with the zombie horde. The zombie horde has an effect where as soon as they border a new nation, they automatically go to war. There is no such thing as peace with the zombie horde. As far as civilian factories, we could build up some new ones. I'm honestly not sure it's worth it, though. I think it would be better probably just go ahead and focus on getting some more military factories up and running. That way, I can actually produce more stuff. We just don't have a lot of time. This scenario is going to be, at least in part, about speed. We can already invite, I think it's Venezuela, to our faction, but that's because they're at war with the zombie horde and they want to join somebody. We're not really worried about them because, well, they're going to die. There's nothing I can do to save them. I'm not even going to try, man. Just, no, it's not going to happen. Not even going to try. We do need a bit more artillery than I currently do have. Hang on. Let's pull back a little bit on the support equipment, just so I can get a little bit more artillery going. We need to build up some more rubber. But honestly, the only things that require rubber, I don't really care about. That is to say, airplanes and stuff. So, meh. I am actually going to go ahead and pull back one more on support equipment just so I can... That's not what I meant to do. Hang on. I want to start producing some of these heavy tanks. There we go. Just start working on a few of them because I do want to mix those into my infantry divisions. It just gives you so much more survivability if you can make that work, man. We probably go to speed 5. I just realized. Why aren't we doing that? United States has already joined the Allies because, well, obviously... I mean, they've got frickin' zombies on their border, so they're just going to join whoever they can. Yeah, basically, everything is going to be weird. Everything about this entire game is going to be weird. We'll try to take over whatever we can, do the Sudetenland, do the Danzig or die, get the Anschluss going, everything, but yeah, it's going to be a weird game. I don't know if we're going to survive against it. I mean, you can already see that the zombies are on the march. Iran apparently has joined the Allies, so are the Netherlands. There goes Honduras. We can take a look here. The Allies are looking pretty strong for this early in the game, don't you think? Turkey joins the United Kingdom as well for the Allies. Yeah, no one's going to join my faction. And we don't care. I just need to kill the zombies. Let the zombies worry about the Allies. Once I'm able to kill zombies, I'll just swoop in over the corpses of the damned and take over the world that way. That's my grand master plan. Let's see, we do not need any of this. So let's turn that off, thank you. Let's see, demand the Dutch increase trade with Germany. Could do this. The Netherlands will cave and will get political power equal to the amount invested by all Gateway to Europe participants. I will go ahead... I guess I'll go ahead and demand this. We can do these bills, and I guess I'll do that as well. Just so we don't have... I mean, I'll deal with the increased consumer goods early, I guess. It's been a very long time since I played as Germany. I do not remember all of the openings, but we'll figure some of that out. I do know I just need to field a lot of troops pretty early on. If I want to get the Anschluss going, we need, what is it, 550,000 troops in the field? Something along those lines, and it's going to be a little while before we are able to make that work. I do not think that the Soviets are going to be much of a threat to us for most of this game. You can see they are already now at war with the zombie horde because guess what? They're bordered. So that's how this is going to work. We're not going to have really any allies at any point in this entire game. It's every man for themselves. Let's see. We're actually getting kind of fast through some of these military factories considering. It's not taking me all that long. I like it. For technology, though, yeah, there's so much we need to do in such a short amount of time. There goes Honduras. The First Nation has already fallen to the zombie horde. I don't think that Central America is going to last very long. Neither is Brazil. Neither is Spain. Portugal's almost dead already. It is worth... Oh, wow, okay. Usually I find the zombie horde has a heck of a time actually getting across the Suez. So in this case, it sure looks like the United Kingdom was very slow to get to them. So the zombie horde here is already up to 17 million manpower, and of course they're training a few 100,000 more zombies every few months. They train outrageously fast. It's really not even fair how fast they train up. So yeah, their number is going to be greatly increasing as time goes on. They are on the march, already up to about 1,000 units. Oh dear. Yeah, this is going to be rough. This is going to be really, really rough. Really, again, we're not going to be able to push against them. Fighting back the zombies while they still have manpower, they recover so fast, it's not going to be a thing. All we can do is play like they are billions. Get some really big walls up, and then just melt them before they can kill you. That's really it. That's really all we can do as the Germans. Let's see. Brazil has capitulated. Okay, we have 5 trade influence points. I guess we can do this again. So we will. You know, I haven't played Germany really since this was added in. This is with the the guns thing, right? There goes Spain, by the way. They're already gone. Okay, so France is going to be at war. Which means, yeah, the zombies are going to be up here pretty soon. And we haven't even remilitarized the Rhineland yet, and Spain is already down. Oh, gosh. This is going to be fun. France declares war. All right, and also joins the UK. Paraguay, Uruguay, Bolivia, Argentina, Basically, the rest of South America and Central America is completely at war with the zombies now. All right, here comes the Rhineland. At least we'll be able to remilitarize there and try to man the defenses to some extent. So we can't do the Anschluss for a little bit longer. Naval rearmament is an option. Could do all of that. Alternatively, army innovations so I can get some faster doctrines. Also get some army experience so I can try to, you know, change up my templates. Or maybe we go for the 4-year plan to try and get some research boost to our industry. And I think I kind of have to do that, at least until such a time that I can get the troops that I need. United Kingdom revisits its colonial policy. Interesting. They're taking an unusual path. Sounds like they're trying to be friendly to their colonies. The UK has done a naval invasion in Saudi Arabia because the zombies aren't really defending this area. Fascinating. Okay, there goes Guatemala. You know, I mean, maybe the UK's onto something. Maybe you can push back the zombies. You attack them wherever they're not. But really, what is that going to gain you? Because they've already got the manpower, and the swarm is just going to keep pushing. Yeah, they don't have factories, but it's not like they produce much anyway. Who knows? France, it looks like, is starting to get pushed back a tiny bit by the zombies, but not much. They're not pushing very fast. France needs to be very careful. They are going for a fortification bonus early, which is smart. Glad to see that they are doing that. There's the electrical mechanical engineering for the research speed. I probably need to go for another 4% right there. Okay. Trading goods, none of these are super high priority at the moment. Could modify the government, and I'm going to go for the Blitzkrieg Theorist. Because mobile warfare doctrine doesn't do me any good. This actually could do me some, and I really do want the army experience gain every day, so I can start changing up some of my templates. For example, toss on an extra infantry right here, get up to the 20 combat width. That at least lets me field a bit more of my manpower immediately to go work toward that Anschluss. And yeah, we'll field a bit more once these guys are done training. So we'll be up to about 375,000 at this point. We are mostly suffering for the infantry equipment, though. But I only need steel for that, and we have enough of that, so that's not an issue. So, yeah, I think we just stick with what we've got right now. We're producing about 90 infantry equipment per day. Is it enough? No, but it's something. Let's get some extra trade points, since apparently no one is going to fight against the UK for this. So I'll just get some extra trading points. Portugal has capitulated. Say goodbye to them. Kind of surprised that didn't happen sooner, to be honest. France is losing a tiny bit of ground. What they need to do is fortify really heavily with forts here and then use the river crossing to their advantage. The only advantage we really have against the zombies is they do a pitiful amount of damage individually. You get enough entrenchment, enough defense, they're going to have a heck of a time. Only through sheer numbers do they even have the slightest chance of actually beating you. So, if we can get enough stuff, and I'm not kidding, heavy tanks will make a huge difference. We could stand a chance if we can get level 10 forts all along our borders. But we're also very quickly going to get surrounded. And obviously getting surrounded by the zombies is a surefire way to die. Because sooner or later, they'll find somewhere to get you. Honestly, this is one of those things where, like, Adolf Hitler should be like, hey, France, you know what? We have had some bad times, and I said some mean things, but we kind of have a bigger problem. Can I go and help you? That's what you should do, but they're not going to let me do that. Let's see. Do we want to start building up more tanks? Yes. We'll start building a few more. Then probably focus a bit more on artillery if possible. I do need to trade for some chromium. Let's say with the Soviet Union. Soviet Union and I, we're going to be bestest buds, because, I mean, obviously we're not going to be fighting each other anytime soon. They're holding their line against the zombies pretty effectively, but Iran has fallen. I don't see a lot of evidence that the Soviets are defending this area yet. We'll see. Zombies are slow. That's another small advantage. The British Raj is going to be struggling. Looks like the British completely gave in to Egypt. In the past test games I've done, if they set up properly with just a few units here along the Suez Canal, the zombies have a heck of a time breaking through. But nope, that's just not how it's going to work this time around. The zombies are in Africa. Not really my problem, but still a little on the scary side. More factory output? Probably would be worth getting some of that going. Dispersed is not going to be that important to me right now. We're not worried about bombing and stuff. I am just worried about straight-up factory output. So, more industry for me. Thank you very much. Afghanistan joins Comintern. No one wants to join my Reich. That's fine. I don't need any of you. Germany stands alone. Or something. Come on, 4-year plan. Give me those research bonuses for freaking industry. I want all those things. The game is already going very slow, by the way. Have you noticed? We're on speed 5. And we're barely making any progress because there's just so many divisions to monitor. These guys are up to 23 million. They have lost a lot of divisions, however, which is fun. The zombie horde over here is terrifying. There's another 20 million. But they actually have even less divisions. Interesting. We'll see. I mean, maybe the world just, like, survives. Maybe the world does actually manage to survive against all of this. It could happen. All right, we have some divisions that are trained and ready to join up with their brothers. We haven't even assigned any generals yet. Why is it not actually animating all these troops as they are done? Oh, I don't know. All right, there goes the 4-year plan. We could go for the West Wall. Forts against the French border actually would be pretty smart. Infrastructure construction speed, I think we want to go mostly for this. Autarky. Get the military factory speed going. I mean, unless I can do Anschluss, but the answer to that is no. I'm really not worried about the Anti-Comintern Pact. So yeah, let's go ahead and build up our factories faster. We will want West Wall when it looks like the zombies are getting close, but for right now, they're petering out at least a tiny little bit. Could get a political advisor. Captain of Industry. It's pretty cheap, but otherwise not a big deal. Man, I forget how many advisors you have if you are playing as Germany in this game. It's been a very long time since I played as Germany. Let's see. We'll put Rundstedt in charge there. Over here, of course, we'll put Rommel because, you know, frickin' Rommel. Manstein will do fine there. How about Guderian over here? And Von Bock. You'll do just fine and dandy. Italy declares war. Okay, so Italy is now getting involved because the zombies have gotten to their African holdings. Ethiopia has joined the horde. For the horde. So as far as political advisors, what else could I want? Let's see, hang on. Industrialist military factory speed could be helpful. I don't necessarily need more support from my political parties. Political power gain would help. Non-core manpower, no. Silent workforce, again, there's 2 of those. No, no. I don't care about ideology. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab probably the political power gain so I can start ramping up other things such as better tank designers and so on. We still need a lot of that. We can invite some people to the faction, Italy, Hungary, and so on. I guess I'll go ahead and invite Italy to the faction. They'll probably call me in, but I'm going to go to war against the zombies anyway, so I don't really care. Probably fine. Call to arms? Sure, I accept. Of course, now we're down to low war support, so that's certainly a factor, but whatever. Yeah, everyone's at war against the zombies, so they all want to be good friends. Sure, you can move through my territory. Germany has no quibbles this time around. I'm all right with France and the UK coming through my land. We'll be good-ish kind of friends. Look how slow the game is running, though. Okay. They are... They seem to be gaining manpower as fast as they lose it. They are losing a lot of divisions, though. They're not training up a ton. We could actually finally go and assist down here. But I'm not going to. If Italy dies, Italy dies. Oh, good God. Man, where's a way to just, like, mass accept all of this? You know something? Screw all of you. Military access and stuff, it sounds great in theory, but I don't actually need any of that from you. All right, how are we doing on tech? Construction tech will be done in a few days. It's hard to say just because the game goes so slow. Superior firepower will be finishing up pretty soon, too. We're still only in June of 1936, so there's a long way to go in a lot of things. How are we doing in terms of training up new units? Mostly lacking the infantry equipment, but we are getting there bit by bit. In terms of ships, once you guys are finished building these current ships, it looks like you are going to start building some other stuff. Let's go ahead and set up all this because I don't really care. Naval game does not strike me as that important right now. There's a construction tech. Can start working on the next one ahead of time, but I'm not going to. Engineering. I mean, reinforce rate would probably be quite good. What else would I want to build, though? Let's take a look at that first. We could upgrade our artillery. We will want to get the better heavy tanks, but that's not until 1941. That's not until 1939. Probably do want to get things like field hospitals researched. And actually, to that extent, we will need to get some level of motorized, because that's required for field hospitals. So go ahead and toss that on the pile at some point. Maybe get at least one factory going for those. Anything that lets us preserve our manpower and also our experience so we can continue fighting against the zombies makes a lot of sense to me. Sure, we'll demand some more trade. So far, we apparently are winning the trade war, as opposed to the UK. So that's fine. What the heck is all this? Jägermord program? Close air support, base stability, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care about any of that, to be honest. Okay, superior firepower we have researched, so we're going to get some better soft attack going for all of that. Now we'll go for some extra organization. Just got to preserve what manpower I can get, you know? Rapidly making progress in infantry equipment, only producing about 90 per day, though. Still not really good enough. Concentrated industry is going to help with that. In terms of construction, we're still building out a few more military factories. Not a whole lot that I feel like we need to do here. There's more of these stupid MIFO bills. Costs you political power to do that. Takes up a lot of your consumer goods. Longer we wait, the more expensive it gets. Mexico is out. Alrighty. Yep, they are now pushing pretty aggressively through the United States. This is one of the reasons, by the way, I do not think the United States is a very strong choice against the zombie horde, because they are still trying to deal with the Great Depression. So they have very few units at the beginning of the game. The United States is a late-game powerhouse, but early on, no. So I think the zombies are actually going to just totally dominate them. They'll push up into Canada pretty quickly, too. So basically, I think North and South America could be in a lot of trouble. That said, the further they spread out, the harder it's going to be for them to deal. Right now, they're already down to 200 divisions. They're losing a lot right now. I'm surprised they're not training more. This zombie horde has 35 million manpower, and they're still doing okay-ish. The French are sort of holding together. Sort of, kind of. Alright, how many troops we got in the field? About 400,000. We're almost done. Need a little bit more. What else could I train? I could toss on probably a few more divisions. That will get me where I need. Leadership purges in the Soviet Union. To be honest, that strikes me as a phenomenally stupid decision. Yeah, there goes the officers' purge. So they just lost 50% organization at a time when they're already fighting zombies. Brilliant move. Genius, truly. No, I'm serious. You're so smart. More civilian factories. Synthetics. Could go for some infrastructure and so on. Try to align Romania with me. Align Hungary. Integrate the war economies and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, these are all options, I guess. West Wall is not necessarily a bad idea, but I think we'll go for the civilian factories to start. Looks like we still have some time. I mean, France is slowly but surely dying. Oh my gosh, they're almost up to 60 million manpower. If they're smart, they absolutely can train tons of troops. They just need to keep strong front lines, you know? As it gets increasingly wide, keep stacking the zombies and they'll do just fine. Let's see, does anybody need a trait? Well, Manstein would like to have something. I think we'll go for the Fortress Buster. Rommel could use a new trait. Anything gives you entrenchment would be really good. Yeah, okay, 25% entrenchment speed is acceptable. Max entrenchment probably would be better. But I'll still accept that for a lot of these. So if this is our 20 width division, we probably should duplicate this to start throwing in some armor and so on. So I'm going to duplicate this and say that I want this to be my infantry plus heavy plus artillery division. And it's going to take us a little while to actually set this up. What we want to do is remove that and toss on a new heavy tank armor battalion. That would keep the 20 combat width, but then we have armor. And I can just about guarantee you that the zombies are not going to have any meaningful amount of piercing. So just a single heavy tank will increase our survivability by a really wide margin. All right. Tibet declares war on the zombie horde. Tibet joins the Allies, so I guess they are, yep, they are indeed pushing pretty well through the British Raj. Not too far off on Nepal. A wider front line for the Soviet Union is only going to be hurting them. The USSR is going to have a harder time dealing with that than the zombies. Probably. I mean, I say that, again, they don't seem to be training up that many troops. Italy is actually holding their own pretty well down here, considering. It looks like the zombies have tanks, but they don't. I wonder if we can actually see what the fight is looking like over here. I don't see it. That's too bad. I like to show you just how insane their organization is. It's like 2,000. To give you an idea, I consider 40 organization to be pretty standard. They've got 2,000. I'm really not sure if we're going to survive against all this, but we're going to try. Come on, train more of this stuff. We still haven't even gotten very far in all of our national focuses, simply because it's just taking so long to process the game right now. Yeah, there's dwindling down, though. Honestly, we might be able to actually fight them. Let's see. Xiongqing, or Xinjiang? Really? Why are they getting involved this early on? Oh, they are bordered, I guess, technically, right here. Okay, so starting to get into the rest of Asia. I don't know. I mean, it would be pretty fun to let this... I want the zombies to win somewhat. I want them to wipe out all the allies so that I can swoop in and just take over everything. Traipsing over the corpses of my enemies, you know? Laughing maniacally. All right, so we have our silent workhorse. Let's go ahead and pick up the... War Industrialist so we can get a bit more factories going. Produce those faster. Let's see. We are building these pretty quickly. We'll build probably some more over here. More over here, more over here, more over here. Could always build a lot more infrastructure if we wanted to. How are we doing on the production itself? Let's see. We're producing a pretty good amount of artillery. I'm going to go ahead and pull back on that. We are producing some amount of motorized. Probably should produce a little bit more. We have some more troops. Great. Let's assign them over here. How much political power are we gaining? 1.46 per day. All right, that seems acceptable. Okay, still training a bit more. Deploying a bit more. We're up to 473,000 in the field. You guys, let's go ahead and send up here to go and deal with Poland and stuff when that time comes. Got a few more, apparently. Nope, never mind. The game's just too slow to process. We do want to get some tungsten. Trade with the Soviets for rubber. Let's just go ahead and trade with France, I guess. The French are holding back. See, this is where the river's pretty nice. Zombies are extremely bad at crossing rivers. If they fortified this area well, they'd be fine. If they fortified the mountains better, they should have been fine, but they weren't, so... Alas and alack. We are less than 1 million manpower remaining. Few more troops are ready to go. We'll send you guys down over here, I guess. Just kind of even things out a little bit. We're going to do this one more time, I think. As far as our national focus, still can't do the Anschluss. A little bit more to go. I guess we can go for some more civilian factories. KDF Wagen? I don't know. I mean, I guess it lets me just build military factories faster, so I consider that to be acceptable. Okay, you will go send up against Poland. Don't think that just because there's a zombie outbreak that the German Reich is gonna stop trying to demand more stuff, okay? Soviets, you're handling this area great. You're not doing so good up here, though. I really recommend you divert some more forces. Oh, good, we're finally getting some more tech. Mechanical computing's done. I do not need direct or fire. It is still 1936, so let's start working on some upgrades to artillery. Already working on these. Could work on things like logistics. Don't need military police. Could work on radio. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the Minenwerfer guns so we can have the extra defense value primarily. Defense is certainly going to be helpful. And it looks like there's nothing else we can do as far as demanding anything from the Netherlands, so that's unfortunate. Oh, well, I had fun with that while it lasted. I don't need more building slots. I don't really see the point in doing this either. Just produce, like, tons and tons of fighters. Now, stop asking me for things, guys. Come on. I am clearly busy with my own thing. Okay, we just need another 50,000 manpower in the field, and we're done. If we had the equipment, I would happily just deploy a few of them right now, just to continue. But we might be able to get enough deployed by the time we are done with KDF Wagen. And then we can go take over Austria, get some more of those factories going, then we'll bully Czechoslovakia and Poland to get all the goodies. And then hopefully France dies. I'm not rooting for them. Let's get some more of those heavy tanks going as well. A little bit more motorized is certainly nice. Let's see, we have some army experience. We're almost done with field hospital. So over here... No, we just don't have enough army experience to actually get the heavy infantry, heavy tanks in there in the first place. United States is out. Look at that zombie horde, guys. 43 million. But they're just not training up a lot of troops. 58 million. Still not training up a lot of troops. Really don't think I know what they're doing. But okay. Well... I think we need to end up this video here. So we're playing a sort of normal game, but sort of not at the same time, I guess. It's gonna be a weird series, guys. I think we can do it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping the AI is stupid. And you know what? If we finish this and it turns out people would like to have a little bit of fun, we could also try a quick little series playing as the zombie horde. And just see if we can actually just take over the world. Mass slaughter. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.